For joining us tonight, more businesses are now being allowed to open as the governor signs another order loosening safer-at-home restrictions.
This order signed today is effective immediately. It allows standalone or strip mall retail stores to open as well as drive-in movie theaters.
Our businesses and workers have done a great job in adapting to our state's safer-at-home order, and that has been a huge part of our success in flattening the curve. Both customers and workers need to be confident in their safety.
There are additional precautions that need to be met. They can only allow 5 shoppers at a time, and everyone has to maintain social distancing. Aside from this, businesses still have to follow guidelines of the Safer at Home order.
And even though businesses have the green light to open with the order effective immediately, some are pumping the brakes a bit. Madeline O'Neill spoke with local businesses.
Even though we now have this option, there are still questions when it comes to what shopping will look like. Will businesses hand out masks? How will they be able to make sure they only have 5 customers in a store at a time? These are questions on the mind of retail shop owners today before they reopen. What would usually be a busy time for shoppers on Monroe Street
People are excited to see new spring things.
has slowed to a near stop.
So our goal really was to be in the neighborhood and be a part of the neighborhood.
Now that sales at the clothing boutique Hive have been moved online. And even though Governor Tony Evers' newest order allows standalone shops like this to reopen their doors, owner Pam Schwartzbach says she's not rushing anything.
It seems a bit early, knowing that we still have cases rising daily in Wisconsin, to be making that choice. Simultaneously, I know how crippling this is for a lot of businesses.
I have to say that it caught us all off guard.
Across the street at Orange Tree Imports, co-owner Carol Orange Schroeder leads the Monroe Street Merchants Association. She says change won't happen instantly as local business owners consider how best to accommodate the 5 customer restriction and keep up with safety guidelines before taking that next step.
It's definitely a welcome option, but it's not for everybody, and I don't think that we're going to see a return to normalcy for independent retailers, at least for several weeks, if not months.
There's so much unknown.
Schwartzbach has already been gearing up to safely reopen by ordering sanitation stations and shields, reorganizing the store to allow for social distancing, and considering going appointment only.
We will open eventually. That's my answer. It's not going to be this week.
She'd rather take it slow to keep her neighborhood safe in the long run.
Finding a balance is definitely crucial so that we can survive as retailers and yet keep in mind the health and wellness of our community.
Talking with other retail shops, it sounds like appointment only is likely for many. Now, Schroeder of Orange Tree Imports here says, well, she's happy that this is a new option for stores. She thinks the first glimmer of hope will be when we come closer to getting a cure or vaccine.